Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today is the last character of this week that's associated with the battle axe imagery. And again, this one doesn't have this vertical line to make it like a battle axe thing, but we do have a daggered spear as the right side. So it's weaponry related. And what is this about? Okay, this is a big abstract character that we see a ton in Chinese language because it means maybe, it may mean or as well. And so as in English, we have or a lot, right? It's one of those connecting, linking words, connect different concepts. So this linguistic use of concept connectors like 或 would be high frequency Chinese character to use. But it came from this bloody imagery of wartime that have weaponry, this daggered spear over there. And pronounced as a 或. If you know Chinese a little bit, this is probably one of the first few that you may come across simply because of the high frequency it occurs. And you can see 2,000 years ago, Xu Shen's dictionary, we have this dagger thing, right, that we have seen a lot. So here, probably two interpretations. One, the mouse symbol symbolizes, this looks like a mouse symbol, but we know ancient times the mouse symbol do have pot handles, and that's the official mouse symbol because it associated the diner with the cookware. And here we don't have the handle, so probably it's not a mouse symbol, but in contemporary, everything becomes the mouse symbol. So let's say if it's a mouse symbol, it symbolizes humans, populations, because mouse is the one organ Chinese pick to symbolize an individual, a person, a head count. It's a mouse count in Chinese. And then horizontal line means land. That's one version. Second version probably is more consistent or cohesive with what we have been unpacking by the styles of Xu Shen's rendering, regardless of how later days things were changed. So this one, as I said, there's no handle, so this is not really a cookware, so it's not a mouse symbol, so it doesn't symbolize population or people over there. It is a full enclosure. It's probably closer to the, what's the word we use? Symbolize the border, boundary of a piece of land or defensible place. And according to the scholars interpreted, this could be like a fortress. All sides were enclosed. You cannot easily get in without a heavy cost, right? So this walled place is what these weapons used to defend for. So that's fortress, right? Or walled city. And then the horizontal line here means piece of land. So here, I guess it's like a two views of the same thing. One is horizontal line simply flat, 2D concept of place. That means on the ground, on the surface of Earth. And then this wall, the city, is a three-dimensional thing, right? Because it's a box shape, so it's a cube. That's from 2D to 3D, talking about the same thing. That's a protected area by these weapons. And how that became maybe or. My guess, this is my imagination, was that in ancient times, probably for a traveler to go to a new place, if you came across a walled city defended with weaponry like that, unless the trade route was established before, so people kind of know you came here with no harm, there was a chance that this defended place, of course populated to a degree, would either be friendly or combative. you may or may not be killed here. So that's my reason or imagination of why this wall in place on a piece of land on the surface of Earth with this weaponry, probably their unique culture, language, look, killing technology back then, all that combined together to define this particular place, location. It may or may not, be friendly to you. So this would be a guesswork regarding a particular defended place. Can be your enemy or your friend. So this is a maybe situation. Here are a few examples of how this character was heavily used. 或然. Well, this actually is relatively new to me. Like in my everyday language use, we don't really say 或然 a lot. It sounds bookish. Okay, we have a concept called 必然, means inevitable, means deterministic, versus 或然. It's a maybe possibility thing. So it's a probability, probabilistic. That's how I guess the bookish people would differentiate the two types of events. One is 必然, inevitable, deterministic. One is 或然, and we use this to mean probabilistic. It's a guesswork. It could be one of the many possibilities, outcomes. So that's a 或然. 或者, my interpretation is a def in Python. It's defined by. So 者 eventually becomes almost like a container as something you want to define. And 或者 means something defined as a maybe situation. And it sounds pretty worthy, but in contemporary Chinese, 或者 is officially English or. I mean, isn't it interesting? English or, just OR. Easy pronounce, easy to spell, but Chinese use these two big words, 或者, to be the equivalent of such a simple English word. And this 或, now is this the walled city defended by weaponry, and on top of Earth. And this is the differentiator or the defined as such as this defendable place. That's the complicated version of what just or would be. And frequently, we don't say the whole thing 或者 anymore. We just use 或 A 或 B, something like that. And of course, A 或者 B is more longer and probably more bookish. Okay, 或缺. Oftentimes we say 不可或缺. So 缺 means missing piece. 不可或缺 means it cannot miss. So it means something critical. Without that thing, the whole thing won't work. So 或缺 means possibly missing. So here is a maybe situation that you don't know what number you're going to get. And I guess this chances, taking chances, the randomness played pretty well by this rolling dice imagery. Cool. Thank you for your time. See you another day.